right, guys, live here, Eli Ruimi, Crypto Yid. Hope you're enjoying your evening. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff tonight. And also going to have Mayor joining us, right, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Hello.
great. Well, we don't see you yet. You're on the speaker, but. All right, so we are going to start with Olympus. Oh, there you are, Mayor. Hold on, let me turn you on. There you go. Okay, great. Okay. There he is, the star of the evening.
I feel so special. I'm with Crypto Yid over here.
Right, great, excellent. Well, I'm glad it's working out, and very soon enough we'll get one of these fancy microphones.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, so we can do side by side here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If anybody has any questions, they could literally hit the chat button and chat with us. So, and ask us any questions whatsoever. Any questions, type in here. Okay, there you go.
So, what's the topic for today?
So today we're going to be discussing how to maximize your return on your money by staking your cryptocurrencies. And so we're going to be doing some exercising here. We're going to try and we're going to do it live, right? Nair and I have been trading all sorts of cryptocurrencies and meme coins and all that fun stuff for quite some time now. And he's constantly behind the scenes, doing a lot of research and finding out exactly what's the best picks of the day and where things are heading. And so now that, the market is kind of took a standstill in a way, we are going to take our currencies, our cryptocurrencies, and start staking them so that we could achieve the maximum return on our coins. So for example, if we own Bitcoin or Ethereum, we could take those cryptocurrencies, stake them, and receive, up to, depending on where there, you have decentralized exchanges, you have centralized exchanges. So depending really where you're going to be, staking your coin is really going to, demonstrate what your returns are going to be. So, for example, if you have Bitcoin in your wallet, you could literally. Sorry, I'm just putting on my TikTok here. Okay, you guys could follow us on Crypto Yid on TikTok, on every social media platform. You can actually go to cryptoyid.com. Okay, so the first platform we're going to talk about is. There's Aave, Compound, and I'm going to share my screen to show you guys a little bit of the stuff and how to do it. And then we'll go to the crazier stuff, which is like getting 1,000 or 80,000 plus returns on a yearly basis, which are a little crazy. They're a little bit more riskier, but they're very rewarding. So let's go to, we're going to go to, I'm going to share my screen here. For those on TikTok, I can't share my screen yet, but I'm going to kind of plug you in once in a while just because when you have to reach a certain amount of followers. So I hope you guys in TikTok can start liking and following me so I can share my screen. That'd be really cool. And so I'm going to share my screen and show you how to create these crazy returns just by having your crypto sit in your wallet. You don't need to do anything. And you literally will make a return on your money just on your cryptocurrencies just by letting them sit in your wallet. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Ellie, everyone needs to remember that a lot of these companies, we really don't even know a lot of the owners. Sometimes we don't know what's going on. They do offer crazy returns, 100,000, 80,000, whatever. So we're really not like advising. Obviously, we're not saying like this is the end all be all of these programs, but we're here to just see if they work out, take advantage quickly, and not really do anything long term, and not really put all of our eggs in one basket on this, right, Ellie? I mean,
correct.
Here,
yeah, 100%. I mean, again,
vouching for
we got to make clear that all investments are at your own risk. We're not financial advisors, and we are not here to provide any financial advice. You do this at your own risk. But we like to share what we do and what works for us and what makes us great returns. So why not share the ideas with the world, and hopefully you can take advantage the same way. So right here, if you see, you guys, I mean, Mayor, you see my screen properly?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
great. So I'm going to actually make it a little bit bigger in here. There you go. We have, first of all, Bitcoin 2022. If any of you guys are going, hit me up. I would love to see you at this amazing event right here. B.tc/conference. And you can receive a discount coupon code Erica. Thanks to Erica. Thank you, Erica. Erica coupon code will give you guys, I think it's like 20 or 30% discount. And if you pay in Bitcoin, you will also receive a huge discount as well. So definitely the biggest event that's going on of cryptocurrencies in Florida, Miami. So and there's also going to be some parties and everything. So it's really exciting. Okay, now we move into, let's say, Compound DeFi. Okay, just as an example, Compound DeFi. We've got Aave DeFi.
Yeah, Compound is great. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, so these I would say are the most safer options, which are not providing 10,000% returns, but they are they are providing returns as average 3 to 4%. Okay, so Aave for Compound, for example, we're looking at, right? When you launch the app, you have the ability to supply tokens, and then you have the ability to borrow. So you can actually borrow crypto. So what some people do is they borrow cryptocurrencies against their wallet in order to lend out at a higher return on a more riskier platform. Okay, it's pretty interesting. So they're leveraging their wallet. So let's say they have $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. They are using that $1,000 to borrow, let's say 500, and then take that $500 and borrow maybe another $1,000. So it allows them to leverage the cryptocurrencies they have to get more. And so here we are looking at these pretty cool. Here, I'm just going to flip the camera here. Pretty cool returns of one. Let's say if you're going to be, so DAI coin is a stable coin. DAI is, you could trade $1 for one DAI, and it remains $1 the whole time. So when you have DAI in your wallet, it's pretty cool because you don't have to worry that Bitcoin is going up and down and shooting up and down. You could literally, just convert dollar for dollar. Now you have DAI, and then when you park it and you stake it, this Compound company will pay you 2.7%. Now you might ask, why are they paying you 2.7%? How are they what's the in it for them? Well, look at the supply side. Look at the borrow. The supply side is 4.3%. That means that you can literally borrow. When you're borrowing DAI, you're borrowing stable coin. Let's say you want to borrow money, right? You want to borrow $1,000. They're charging you 4.3% interest a year. And so the way that they make money is shown right here in front of you, that they're providing the suppliers of liquidity, those that are providing the money, they're giving them a 2.7% return. And those that are borrowing, they're asking for 4.3%. That means they're making the difference of about, what is that, 1.5, 1.6%. And that's how the Compound makes their money, is that they're the intermediary between the borrowers and the lenders.
Yeah, you guys got to think of it this way. I mean, bank accounts back in the day, long time ago, we know banks were giving us how much, Ali? What, 2-3%, just to keep our money in our bank account? How much was it?
I mean, today it's like 20 years ago, maybe like 1% or 2%, but today it's like
1 or 2%. Exactly. I mean, you're talking about almost
what do you mean 1 or 2? What are you talking about? Today it's like 0.1%.
It's ridiculous. I know. That's the point I'm getting to. Years and years ago, it was already 2%, meaning half of what they're offering you now on average. So that's why people are moving over to crypto. I mean, it's just amazing. And here, you're really getting a lot more than just leaving your money in a bank account. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. So, so for those that don't want to take much risk, Compound is great. You park your money and you're going to make your 4.3%.
Especially in bear markets. It's great for bear markets to keep to do staking. A lot of people do staking in bear markets just to keep money coming in until they're ready to make a certain play.
Exactly.
A lot of people do that.
So I'm going to show you now very easily how to do this. And it's very simple. You can literally, you literally connect your wallet. Okay, so it says which wallet you want to connect. For those on TikTok, I will actually. So again, TikTok, I need your likes. Thank you very much. 300 likes. That's excellent. Amazing. Appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, bring them in. Come on, keep them coming in.
I need those likes and I need those subscribes because otherwise they won't. Eventually they'll let me share my computer to TikTok. But for those of you that are on Facebook and YouTube, you can watch me live right now. You can actually switch. TikTok. You guys can go to stay on TikTok, but also open up YouTube, the other channels. You click here in the top right corner. You click to connect your MetaMask, for example. Okay, if that's what you're using. And then it'll show you the balances. It'll tell you, okay, what do you want to collateralize? What do you want to supply? So let's say I want to supply DAI. I'd literally hit this box here. The problem is I don't have any DAI. Okay, so I can't supply any DAI. I do have USDC though. Okay, so I have $996 worth of USDC. USDC is paying right now 1.83%. So the next step would be and by the way, guys, what I'm showing you right now, people charge like crazy amount of money and programs and will charge you thousands of programs and hundreds of dollars of membership. We're showing it to you right here, right now. We're doing it live. We're making it stupid, simple, easy for you guys to do it. And I would love your comments. And if you guys have any other pools or staking pools that you think are good, share them because we'd love to hear them. So
Ellie, maybe for the lay people coming on, can you explain quickly what staking is and what you're doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Okay, great question. So
just quickly, so
yes.
People.
Okay, so what are we doing and what is staking? So let's get into that. So first of all, staking is the ability to leverage your cryptocurrencies so that others can borrow against it, and you could provide liquidity for whatever the project is, and you earn rewards with those with that interest. Okay, so for example, we know that when you want to buy any type of meme coin, you want to buy Shiba coin, for example, with your MetaMask, or you want to use your wallet, right? They charge Ethereum. They charge a whole bunch of fees. They'll charge like, let's say $100. You want to buy $300 worth of a SHIB, you're going to get charged literally $100 worth of gas. They call it gas, right? So every time you want to buy these, SHIB, for example, will charge you $100. So the platform that is providing you the ability to buy that SHIB, they are charging. They are the ones that are charging these crazy fees, and so in order for them to supply crypto in in their exchange, you need to I see here you want me to talk about Anchor. Okay, we'll get into that. You guys basically, in order for them to supply those that liquidity, they need to have money, right? They need to be able to front the funds, because the exchange says, look, you want to supply our Shiba, for example, you need to show that you have enough money to sell it, because when people are going to want to buy it, they're going to have to pay that gas. So basically what happens is they say, okay, wait a second, where are we going to get all that money to pay all those fees? Let's go to liquidity providers. Let's go to the guys that are going to provide the money for us to do this. So that's where we come in as investors, and we provide that liquidity to them. And now they can have the sufficient funds to be able to finance those transaction fees. Okay. So, for example, let's say I want to open up a trucking business. Okay. And I need 1,000 trucks. Now I bought the 1,000 trucks. I own 1,000 trucks. I want to do Amazon deliveries, but I don't have any gas to put in the trucks, and I have no more money. I have no more money. I can't pay anymore. I have no cash in the bank. I spent all my money on the trucks. So what we're doing here basically is we are providing the money to pay for the gas. And we're saying, okay, you want to run your Amazon business? No problem. We need Mayor. I need $1,000. Give me $1,000, for my business. And guess what? When I run those trucks and I make $10,000, right, for the first $1,000 that you give me, because now my trucks are operating and doing deliveries, from the $10,000 I'm going to make, I'm going to give you $1,000. So I'm going to give you, let's say, $1,000 over the course of a year. So now you made, on your $1,000, you made $1,000 over a year, which is 100% APY. So Mayor, if I told you, give me $1,000 to run my trucks, I'll give you $2,000 by the end of the year because I'm giving you a share of my business and a share of my returns. Would you do it?
Of course I would do it. I would love to do it, especially since I don't have to sell my asset and just keep it there, and you make, and I make money off of it. I would love that, of course.
Exactly. So that's the point, is for you to take, let's say you have Bitcoin. I tell you, give me some of your Bitcoin. Let me borrow against your Bitcoin. You might tell me, I bought my Bitcoin at $500. I don't want to sell it. But I'll tell you, what? Put your Bitcoin in a wallet that nobody touches, and then let me borrow against that wallet. Let me leverage that wallet so that I can borrow $1,000 from the bank, because you're locking up that $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in your wallet. You're locking it up. You're not touching it. Then you're allowing me to come in there and borrow and make some money, borrow some money from the bank, from the crypto bank, to be able to run my business.
Now, this is one great thing also, but what a lot of people, Ellie, don't realize, unfortunately, and me and you even didn't realize, right? We were trading a lot of coins and making money, and we're looking to sell it as soon as possible. We're talking about when we're going to sell it. But the beauty about staking is that, imagine we actually got into Bitcoin, right, at $300 or $200, and we were able to make money like this and just hold it all the way up to 50,000, 60,000. Do you know how many people did not even hold? They thought they were smart having Bitcoin at $10. They sold it at 20. Yeah. Some people sold it at 100. Some people even thought they were so genius and sold it at $1,000, and they missed out on $69,000. So the beautiful thing about staking is, if you have tokens you like, projects you believe in, that is obviously going to go higher over time, why not make some money along the way so you're not stressed and you make money, but at the same time you're holding your asset and it's appreciating. I mean, look at Ethereum, over 16,000x. This is insane returns. And a lot of people are just cheating themselves by selling it, thinking they're smart, when staking provides an amazing feature to make a little percentage, but at the same time, you're able to hold, and over time, the asset grows to enormous gains. Right, Ellie? Like me and you were discussing how we're going to, sell at 100x, thinking we're smart here. But now, the more we understand this and we're going to stake our coins, we can make money and just patiently wait till they go higher.
Exactly. And that's why, I think the lesson learned here, and I think what we both learned from this, is never to sell your crypto.
Never, yeah.
You need money, just borrow against it. You want to, you want to take advantage of the market being high, just stake it and make higher returns, right?
Yeah, rich people, rich people, successful people, they collateralize their assets, don't they? I mean, they take loans, and they don't want to pay their the gains or the capital gains, so they take out a loan on their assets, and that's tax-free, right, from what I understand. So there's many ways to make money and never really sell. I mean, heck, my dad has never sold. He's got his apartment building, and he'll never sell, no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. So here, let's go back to our screen here. Hold on one second here. All right. And we're going to do this example. We're going to actually do it live. So if I want to if I'm happy with the 1.83% on my USD coin, USD coin is $1 for $1. Okay. It doesn't change. It's always $1 for $1. So instead of having $1,000 in my bank account, I have $1,000 in my crypto account. It's the same thing, except it's crypto dollars instead of US.
It's a stable coin. Stable coin. That's a
stable
term.
coin. Exactly. Stable coin. So I just would check off this right here, right? And then it says, okay, what is your collateral? And I would put the USDC as the collateral. I would hit confirm. And then it would ask me, again, I'm paying some gas fee. I need to pay some gas fee to be able to do this transaction. And then I would hit confirm, and boom, it would be live. And I would see my rewards in here. And see how much return I'm making. Okay, and this would show me exactly how much interest is being earned from the supply. Okay, I'm not going to do an example here on this one because I don't believe that the returns are so great here. You could get as high as 3.32% on Tether, which is not bad. It's okay. Let me see. You know what? Let's just do it. Why not? Let's see Tether. Let's see how much Tether I have on this account. Right now they're not enabling lending. You see, I can't. Well, I have to enable it. So let's see. Okay, see, they're taking a 0.37% fee actually to supply this Tether. So I have $1,000 in here of USDT. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay. All right, let's do it. Enable. So I confirm the transaction. I hit confirm. I'm going to pay $9.60 to be able to even do this. Okay. All right. It's getting ready. It's pending. See that? That's how your wallet's going to look, where it says that it's approving the transfer up here. You can click on your MetaMask and it just says it's approving the transaction. Okay. All right. And you just have to wait because sometimes this could take a little bit of time. But eventually, the supply balance here should go up and should show what it is that I'm supplying to be able to get such returns. Okay. So we're going to wait a little bit for this to go through. This might take a little bit of time. In the meantime that this is happening, I want to jump to Aave. Aave, look at this. Mayor, do you know any platform right now that could say that they have $19 billion of liquidity for the public to join in?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know Coinbase offers like 6% for you to stake, right? But
well, it depends which one. I mean, not all. That's very high.
But that's the total amount of liquidity in this protocol, which is amazing. I mean, that looks very legitimate if that kind of money is in there.
Yeah, I mean, so you know that if you got other people that are doing $19 billion worth of money, I mean, there's definitely something good about that. That's something legitimate about it, something that you can believe in and know that your money's safe. I'm going to jump back to Compound because the transaction actually just completed. You see, it says here that it was approved. So this just allows me to approve my USDT spend. Okay. So here it is. I want to supply. Oh no! I think it's because the little. Oh, here you go. I want to supply the maximum of $1,000. I want to put all my money. You know what? Let me do 1,000 so I do it even so we can actually keep track of it, right? And I have a little spreadsheet of my own where I like to keep track of my of all my staking, and so I know exactly how much funds I'm making on each platform. So I'm gonna put the camera down for a second because I'm going to go to my spreadsheet, and this way I can keep track of exactly how much money I put in, where I put it. Okay, so here I keep track of the platform. Okay. I type in my spreadsheet the coins, right? So the coin that I supplied is USDT Tether. Okay. The amount of coins is 1,000 coins, right? That's how many coins it is. It's 1 for 1, right? The date is today's date. And then also the value of my coins today and the rate that was promised to me. So the supply, the rate is 3.32%, but I'm going to minus 0.37% because they're charging that as a fee. So the effective rate is 0.0. Sorry, hold on one second here. Let me switch it to percentage. It's 2.95%. So I am actually making 2.95% of my money. So I put $1,000. By the end of the year, okay, I should have, $29 on my $1,000. Okay, not amazing, but it's still better than having my $1,000 in my bank account that's not serving any purpose, right? And then I click on supply. Okay, hold on one second here. This is going to be. I like to keep track of the wallet that I did it in. So I'm going to copy this wallet address. Okay, so I can actually here MetaMask, MetaMask, right? MetaMask, and then the wallet address. I like to keep the MetaMask 0. I like to keep the address of the wallet where I'm doing it, just so I know. My fees were $9, right? See, this is the problem with staking in these platforms for such a small amount. I paid $9 to stake this coin, but I'm only going to make $29 by the end of the year. That's why it doesn't make sense to do this unless you're putting a lot of money or unless you're going to a DeFi, a decentralized platform that's a little bit more riskier with a little bit higher return. Because if I'm spending $10 to make 29 and then spend $19, well, that's not so great.
Like right? Hex, where you make 38 to 40%. It's a little risky, but again, you make 40% a year on your money.
Yeah, Hex is a good example of one that we can put. And actually, for those wanting to do Hex, there was a platform I learned about today. I just have to find it that spoke about how you could make even more on the money that's being compounded on. Oh, we'll talk about that later. So anyway, so here I'm gonna go now supply, and so the first fee that I paid was to allow me to transact. The second fee is the actual transaction is $47.
Wow.
Mayor, should I cancel this one? I don't think I'm going to do it.
I mean, yeah, pretty much cancel it, but
it's
that's why we can't wait for Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain, it's going to be 1 penny per transaction, guys.
Exactly. These are the fees that you're financing and making ridiculous. A return on, right? So
yeah, it's a gas fee.
It's a gas fee. So there's no point of staking unless you're going to be making, unless you put like $10,000 or $20,000. Don't stake your coins. Just doesn't stable these platforms doesn't make sense.
But Ellie, you made $600 in 10 days staking 10,000. Why don't you show that? That was pretty good.
So that's the more riskier platform. So I'm going to get into that right now. So let me cancel this. I just lost $10 for allowing the platform to stake, USDT, but it's okay.
It's Tzedakah, crypto yid.
Crypto yid, exactly. So in Aave, I'm going to launch Aave. I just want to see what Aave has to offer. Let me see what Aave has to offer here. Connect your wallet. Okay, browser wallet. Boom. Let me go to next, connect. Okay. So here you're at 2.35% for USDT. It's actually very similar to the compound. Let's see what they would charge. I'm curious. Oh no, I still have to, you see, I'm paying $62 in fees on this one, even more than the other one. Holy crap. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, so we are not gonna move forward with, all right, who wants to go live with me? Pix Dixie. Pixie Dixie. All right, Pixie Dixie. If you want to come back, no problem. All right. So we're gonna go to Olympus. Dow. Olympus Dow. All right. Olympus Dow. Enter app. Okay. When we go to the revenues, I mean, just look at this. These numbers are crazy. Farming, treasury, they have $475 million, $290,000 daily revenue, monthly revenues of $8.7 million. I mean, crazy. So I will hit the stake button. Presently, there is $328 million. Now the APY went down. Do you remember when it was over 1,000%, Mayor?
Yeah. They'll bring it down over time. The more
Now,
people that join.
now here's the thing with Olympus Dow. Okay. So Olympus Dow, you have they're giving these crazy percentages, but they're starting out. Now, this could be a disclaimer, okay? This could be a Ponzi scheme. We don't know what this is, and if they might disappear with all your money one day, okay? This stuff isn't really regulated yet, so it's hard to tell. But the thing is they are basically leveraging again and building up liquidity pools with money that's being provided, hoping that people are going to lock it in for a certain amount of time. Okay. So we are going to be right here clicking on wallet, and this particular wallet has $10,000. I already put the $10,000, as you could see. It's right here, $91.95. Okay. And when I started, so you see, it's telling me that the 5-day rate, the return in 5 days is 3.3%. So it's 1,000% APY. APY means that it's compounded, meaning the interest that you're making. Let's say you put in $1,000, and after a month you have $2,000. Now it's staking $2,000 at the 1,000%. So then the next month you might have 4,000, and then 8,000, and then that's how it multiplies. That's how you get this 970%. So if I put the money only for 1 month and then I pull it out, it might be 30% APR. Okay, just giving you an example, right? So in this case, it's telling you if you put it in for 5 days, you will get a return of 3.3% on your money for 5 days. That means if I put 100 grand, I will have $3,300 that I made in 5 days. Pretty good. So for all of you that has some money that is saved up and not being invested. But again, this is not to suggest that you should do it. So you basically stake the amount. Okay. You enter the amount. So for example, let's say here, let me go ahead and connect the right wallet. So for the point of this example, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to connect this wallet. Here, I press disconnect on the bottom, just so I can connect the new wallet. I will connect my MetaMask. Okay, and then I hit stake. And I put the amount I want to stake. To do this, I need to purchase Ohm. Okay. To purchase Ohm, I need to convert. I need to use, for example, the bridge, or I think it's Zap actually, to get Ohm. So I select the token I want to pay. let's say, for example, I want to put, so hold on 1 second. So let's say, for example, I want to put here USDT. So I want to put 1,000 USDT. I would select the token I want to get, either Ohm or GOhm, because you could stake either or. They both provide different values. And then this one is showing me that I'm going to get 29 for 29 USDT. I'm going to get 1 Ohm. Okay. So what they're making you do is they're making you convert your stable coin into their currency and then stake their currency. Mayor, do you have any questions on that? Because what's happening is, I think the biggest question is, well, if I'm getting Ohm and now I'm staking Ohm, what happens if Ohm drops 80%, which is exactly what happened. Ohm used to be worth.
That's the risk you're taking.
That's the risk you're taking. Exactly. That coin drops more than the money you're making. Okay. So for example, right now, if I look up Olympus DAO, right? And Olympus DAO, look at this. Year to date, it was at $325. And now it's at $29. That means if you didn't convert your interest right away at 325 into US dollars, your Ohm that you were holding on to is now worth 10 times less than when you got it. So what they did is they balance out and increase the APY when the price of the value goes down so that it compensates. So you hopefully don't lose. The guys there was a time here where it was at $80, it dropped, and the APY was 10,000%, 5,000%.
But you see, man, that was at the launch, around the launch time. It was crazy up and then it died down. So usually you're going to see that when people are excited about a project coming out, just wait for it to go down. Wait for a coin to find its bottom before you do any staking or anything like that. And you'll minimize the risk like that, right? I mean, that's what happens almost every time.
And then Olympus V1 actually came out before Olympus V2.
Liquidity.
And look at that. It was at $500.
I mean, pull up Liquidity also. Liquidity. That's a loan token also. You can stake that for fees, but they also went crazy in the beginning and then went down. So, I mean, exactly. I would think it would be great now, like you did. You made $600 in 10 days. I mean, it wasn't at a peak. It was around the bottom, right? So you did great there.
Exactly. So, hey there, Schwans. Welcome. If you want to join us, you can let me know and they'll enable you. Thanks for joining. So basically, yeah, that's what happened is that, we go in here, we convert our stable coin into Ohm, okay? And then we can stake our Ohm. Then we'll have Ohm here. We'll go back to stake. And then you'll have an Ohm balance. Okay? Your Ohm balance will be here under unstaked. And then you can put the amount that you want to stake. You hit approve because the first time you have to do the coin, you have to approve it. And you have to pay a fee just to be able to transact with Ohm. You see they're charging $5. And then the coin will be showing you here what your returns are going to be. Okay. So it's very exciting, to get these kind of returns. I tested it out. I have right now on my other wallet that you saw earlier, I had about $10,000. We're going to visit back and see in another week or two exactly what that translates into and how much interest it shows. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions about staking, about farming? There's another one. There's a couple of really cool ones. I'm going to show you what I've been kind of dabbling with and seeing and testing. I've actually tried one called here.
And they
Urine.
also sent you a link if you want to show people Donkey Finance. It's actually they've been around for a while, and they actually show a lot of APYs and protocols that offer APY returns that, you know, I mean, we can't say they're scams or not, but for the most part, they're pretty legit or they've been doxed and verified. So that's kind of something to look into too. I sent you the link if you want to pull it up there for everyone.
Okay. Where'd you post the link?
I sent it to you on the WhatsApp, but you can
Okay.
see.
Can you post it here on Restream?
I'm new to all this, so
Just go to the chat section or
I
comments.
mean, I see the chat, but I don't know.
Yeah, so
Okay,
click
here it
on the.
is.
There you go. Just type
The
it in.
chat. Do you see that? Do you see that?
Okay, let's take a look at it.
I mean, you see a lot of pretty legit protocols like WBNB. I mean, Wrapped BNB, they're offering 130%, guys. Cake, Binance Network, 290%. So they usually list like the most updated protocols that give you crazy APYs.
So before we go into this one, there's we got someone on TikTok that's asking us a question. What's our opinion on Jasmy? He bought $600,000 worth at a penny.
Jazzy, is that a coin or is he talking about staking?
It's a token. Yeah, here you go. Jasmy coin.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
It's on my screen. Jasmy token.
Oh my God, Jazz, huh?
Jasmy token. Well, let's look at a couple things here, right? First of all, market-wise, they're all over the place. They're on Binance, Bitfinex, KuCoin. They're in a lot of markets. They're on 66,000 watch lists.
Jeez.
One thing I look for also is going to be.
If you put 600,000 in it, I hope you got a good reason. You know, I'm sure whatever that is, that it's.
He put 600,000 at a penny. This doesn't cost much.
Okay.
At a penny, it's now
$600,000 worth of this.
No, but now it's at 3 pennies. Pretty good.
I mean, look at that. It was at $4 and now it's 3 pennies. So not looking too good for you, buddy. But good luck. We don't know much.
Now it's pretty much 200x. So that's cool. The if you look at the market cap is over $1 billion. Pretty good. Trading volume over $1 billion. So there's got something to this, right? We have to also check. One thing we want to do is check the website. And
yeah, but we're talking about staking and making money from staking. So if they have something like that, I would suggest stake your Jasmy and make whatever you can get from them while you're at a low. Because it seems like you're doing okay. I would maybe stake it and wait. You know? Yeah.
So it looks like they've got all this technology behind them and this Chinese team behind them. I would look into the Telegram chats, social media, just, see who they are, learn more about them. I definitely will look and research this to learn more about them. But now we're going to jump back into some of the Donkey. So Donkey is paying, you can deposit your Cake, for example, or your BUSD and make up to 35% APY. Pretty cool. It looks like it's what's a little, shaky with this and risky is that you literally have to you're putting it into pools that were created by these people. You see, and you need to rely. I don't know the safety yet.
Look at this one, 82,000%. How crazy is that? You see that one?
Where? I'm on the
deposit with time network Avalanche. So it's the Avalanche network, and they're offering 82,000%. That's crazy.
So time actually, I've actually been. This is time right here, Time Wonderland. You see this one? This is where they're getting it from.
Oh, yeah.
So this one is 78,000%.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna send you guys the results. Okay. But it's a little bit more complicated because you got to convert your coins to AVAX on the AVAX network. It's you got to do a bridge and go from Ethereum to AVAX. A little bit more complicated, but could be very rewarding, right? So probably what's happening is they're taking the APY from here, from here, and leveraging it onto here somehow. Because I mean, 82,000 is crazy. Total pool value 1,400 time, APY 82,000, follower 659. You could just hit Connect Wallet and try it, and I'm gonna keep doing that.
I just wouldn't think long term for this and keep your money there forever. You never know with these things, you know.
Exactly.
Most of the time, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So just run in, grab a little bit of money, and get out, like Ellie, like you did. You know, make $600 quickly.
Exactly. So you could become a farmer. Farmer requires you to. It's actually so. There's staking. There's yield farming. Which is just how much money you're going to be providing. It's very complex. It gets very complicated. But if you go to PancakeSwap, it has a very, you see, earn, farms, and pools. You can go to pools right here. It has a lot of different coin options, and it tells you the APYs for each. Very easy to read, very easy to do. Here you go. See, 61%, 48%, 68%. Pretty good. You can use all different kind of coins. So if you have GMT, Duet, BSW, you can just use any of these. And then farming has even crazier percentages. You see these, Mayor?
Yeah.
355% for this TEM. But again, if TEM crashes, 80%. I mean, the question is, will it crash 300%?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would do some research on that. But then you can work with some more famous coins, that are more, better well known. Usually, Cake is pretty well known.
Yeah.
Against your BNB, and you're making 34%. So I've actually tried this, and I've made these returns, and it worked. So it's been great. So I think for tonight we covered quite a number. With pleasure, TikTok, Tim Tomto, anytime. Hope you can join us in other live sessions. And my thing is, if I made 100% on my money, I cash out. I pull out my capital and just play with the interest, right? So this way it's a lot less riskier. Okay. I'm going to end the TikTok. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the follow.
And maybe for the next stream, Ellie, well, let's try and attack one of these 80,000 APYs. See what we can do with that. Let's get into one of these. Let's just go for it. We're talking about it. Might as well take a shot at one of them on the next stream.
Amazing. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Let's do that. So, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe on cryptoyid.com. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, every social media platform. Thanks, Mayor, for joining. Okay.
Thank you, Cryptoyid, for everything.
Of course, we'll be in touch, and hopefully looking forward to some more different platforms to make money together.
Great. Sounds great.